In a moment, the latest on Russia's petrol shortage, a drop in business activity in Russia, and falling demand for steel. First, what the Russian papers are saying this morning about the war in Ukraine and the possible Budapest summit of Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. This editorial in today's Nezavisime Gazeta concedes we don't know for sure what Putin and Zelensky are offering Trump. But Russia's idea of how to end the conflict, with Kiev renouncing territorial claims, may seem faster to the US president than Ukraine's. Kiev's option is de facto long-term containment of Russia with the help of American weapons and the waiting game. Trump has no time, and large-scale economic projects with Russia probably seem more attractive to him than selling weapons to those who cannot or don't want to pay for them. It is for these reasons that Trump really can periodically lean towards Putin's option and put more pressure on Kiev. The US president needs a quick deal, even if it is a basic and preliminary one. If Budapest does happen, but there is no agreement on Ukraine, what then? It's clear that Russia will blame Europe. It already is. Izvestia, the EU is boosting attempts to derail the Russia-US summit. Brussels has chosen escalation by preparing to impose new sanctions on Russia, creating a negative agenda ahead of the Budapest summit. Kommersant, Europe is trying to derail a Russia-US deal on Ukraine. Mind you, from what this military expert tells Moskovsky Komsomolets today, it doesn't sound as if Moscow plans to stop fighting in Ukraine. The Russian army demonstrates confident superiority on the battlefield, and the morale of our servicemen remains high. For us, a cessation of hostilities is inadvisable. The continuation of the special military operation until the full completion of the tasks is not only a military necessity, but the constitutional duty of the state to protect its territorial integrity. He adds, whoever is stronger on the battlefield dictates the terms, and Ukraine itself wanted this conflict. This is another example of the parallel reality being painted here. Keep in mind, it was Russia that launched the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And as for this reference to constitutional duty and territorial integrity, first, Russia seized and occupied Ukrainian territories and then included them in the Russian constitution. From today's Kommersant, we learn that Russia is lowering the age of criminal responsibility for acts of sabotage to 14 years old. Meanwhile, a Kommersant source estimates the petrol shortage in Russia at 20% of standard monthly supplies. On business activity, in September, the activity of small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, was the lowest since the end of 2022. For the first time since December 2022, the RSBI index, which measures the level of business activity of SMEs, went into decline, falling below 50 points. More and more companies expect a drop in revenue, and the share of those who are denied loans has also increased. Entrepreneurs are in no hurry to invest in business expansion or hire new employees. What's more, demand for metal has fallen to its lowest level for many years. Over 10 months, demand for steel on the Russian market has decreased by 15%.